أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه الأخيار وسلم تسليما كثيرا. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. Now we give thanks to Almighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala, we will continue from where we stopped, and that is on, we stopped at the alphabet Ra. Now, as far as Ra is concerned, when it's a heavy letter, so when you have Ra Fatiha Ra, as it's on the screen, when it's Ra Fatiha Ra, it's heavy, and when it is Ra Kasra Ri, it's it's said to be light, and there is a lot of rulings guiding it when it has sukun. And inshallah, we are going to get there. That's where we call in the knowledge of tajweed, and that is ahkam ra. So ahkam ra as-sakina. So ahkam ra'i يعني ahkam ra'i as-sakinati. So we are going to get there bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. We are going to explain in details bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So now that's raw. It is pronounced from the top part of the tip of the tongue when it hits the gum behind the upper incisors. Raw, 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 raw. Try that. The tip of the tongue, the top part of the tip of the tongue, when it hits the gum behind the upper incisors. Raw, raw. And now let's move to the next letter, which is Zai, 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 Zai. It is pronounced between two incisors, your two incisors, Zai, Zai, the two incisors. You are going to get by the time you pronounce it very correctly, you should have noticed that. The two, both the upper and the lower incisors. That's the articulation point of Zai. When the tip of the tongue is placed between the two incisors, they, 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 they. So that's where they is being pronounced. So by the time you use the, you notice the upper and the lower incisors, both of them meet together. Both of them, there's a lot of contact between both incisors, and then the tip of your tongue is placed between them, and it's kind of closer to both of them, and that's where zai is being pronounced correctly. Yeah, zai. You notice that your tongue is closer to that of the lower incisors. So and it should be noted those mistakes. It should not be pronounced as sin or that. No, it's zai, and that's why some people recite the Quran saying a'udhu, a'udhu. It's not a'udhu, and that's misplacing val for that. In that instance, it is a'udhu, val, a'udhu, dhu. No, we've explained that earlier in the previous class. So the mistake should be, it's not a'udhu billah, it's not a'udhu, and it's not a'udhu, a'udhu. That's val anyways. So that's that about that. And we have the next alphabet, which it's seen as it's on the screen. We have seen very close to the zai articulation point, as I've explained earlier. The thin is very close to zai articulation point. It's close, but with a kind of little push on top of the tip of the tongue. Sin, 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 sin. It's sin. You notice that you are still using the both incisors in this instance. So you should just have to place the tongue between the two incisors. You are going to place your tongue will be between the two incisors with a kind of you push it's a kind of pushing the top of the tongue. Sin. وَلِلَّهِ يَسْجُدُ وَلِلَّهِ يَسْجُدُ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلِلَّهِ يس ولله يسجد من في ولله يسجد من في السماوات والأرض. So that's just by the time you practice that and you recite the Quran, we are going to get everything later on. Because inshallah, I believe from as we've been taking it from the basics with consistency, we move to reading and inshallah we memorize. Be in the light. And I just pray you can wait and be patient and consistent. So, and I pray you're able to keep up to the pace so that you won't be discouraged by the time you get there. And now let's move to the next alphabet, which is Shin. As far as Shin is concerned, from the huruf, it's said to be from the huruf shajariyah. Huruf shajariyah. We are going to get to the attributes anyways. This is just a kind of giving you some kind of things you need to know or a kind of bonus because we still get there. Just as we've explained articulation points before, and this kind of a kind of for the people who are following the class, this consistently this is going to be a kind of ziyada, a kind of a plus for them. Let me call it that way. So as far as shin is concerned, it's actually pronounced from the middle of the tongue. Shin, shin, shin. And the middle of the tongue and the top roof of the mouth. And the top roof of the mouth. Shin, shin. You pronounce it correctly and you get what I'm saying. The middle of your tongue and the top roof of the mouth. Shin, 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 shin. And that's where the scholars of Tajweed or the people of this who Allah has blessed with this knowledge, they used to they brought out an attribute which is called at-tafashi, 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 and that's what at-tafashi means is I'm repronouncing so that you get the pronunciation and the transliteration. Atafashi. By the time we get to an instance, by the time we've I won't be writing the translation anymore when it's time for that. But as for at least for now, note that. So atafashi is being referred to as it's a kind of spreading the sound of the letter in the mouth. So you're going the as it's in أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لإيلاف قريش. The surah that almost everybody listening to this must be familiar with. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم I was thinking Shin finished 7 was the end of 7 but no. So قريش قريش التفشي. The shin, the sound of it will be, you are going to spread that sound across the mouth. And now let's move to the next letter, which is sod. We have sod, 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 sod. Yes. And it is pronounced on the tip of the tongue when the tip of the tongue relies on the bottom incisors. So that's about that. We are going to get to the attribute as I said. That's a kind of attribute of the Safir. We get the bidin later. So we get there, and that's where they're being pronounced. Is a so sod, 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 sod. So that's the articulation. It is pronounced on the tip of the tongue when it relies on the bottom incisors and la- sod, 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 sod. The tip of the tongue when it lies on the bottom is sod, sod, sod. So and that's I think that's about. We should just stop there on sod and let's move to the next letter, which is we have but as far as but is concerned, it's called, Arabic language. Let me tell you some things about but which will benefit you, inshallah. Arabic language is being referred to as lughatul but, lughatul but, lughatul but. We have 26 letters. So why is Arabic language being referred to as lughatul but when we have why is it not being referred to as lughatul hamza, lughatul ta, lughatul jim, lughatul qaf? Why? So that's because logo board is said to be, it's one thing is that it's unique. It's unique. There is no any other alphabet, any other language, no other language has uh that alphabet. No, we have but you can say B as it's in English language and other languages as well. you know but 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 there is no any other language, none, no any other language as the as aside Arabic. That letter, it's unique to Arabic, and that's why and it's not very easy to pronounce, and that's why the scholars sometimes they say صلى الله على نبينا محمد يعني الذي هو أنطق الناس بالضاد. So the person that pronounce bad the most. This is the best person who is the best human being that has pronounced bad, giving it all attribute that it deserves. And that's Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because they believe it's a kind of heavy layer and that it's not, it's unique and only Arabic alphabet as that as a letter. That's why. So my Arabic language is as well referred to as logo to dot, and that's a summary of what I've been saying. And its articulation points, it's a kind of it should be pronounced when one side of the two sides of the tongue is eating the upper molars, and the left or the right side. One of but 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 one side of the tongue should be eating the upper molar. So, and it is said that Umar bin Khattab, Sahabi al-Jalil Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him, was able to pronounce but with he uses both of the side of the tongue, and he uses both sides of the tongue to eat up the molars to pronounce dot. So this is one of those things you should know about this unique letter, uh, but and as well if it is if it is comfortable for you as well, to comfortable for you to use both sides of the tongue to eat the upper molars, and there's no problem. You should be able to pronounce. You should do that as well. And it's good that you do that as well. And that's about but but but. So I think we should stop here today. We should stop here today. I pray this is beneficial, and I pray Allah bless the knowledge, and make it an hujjah for us in both worlds and not hujjah against us. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه الأخيار وسلم تسليما كثيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.